Good day, welcome to C&T Collectibles IMC, and right now I hope you're limbered up because I want to play some 3-on-3. So I appreciate everyone stopping by. Let's just get started and not waste your time. We've got our number 3 faller for the week, and that is the 2019 Prism Luka Doncic Fireworks Base in the PSA 10. Top of the range, bottom range, down 68%. So it seems like it's an interesting spot to do something with this card if that's what you're looking for, and you should be because that is a sweet looking card. But anyways, yeah, these are so thinly traded that it doesn't take much to push it back to the top or push it back to the bottom. But again, there has been buying that takes place in this area in the past, and perhaps that is the case again. Our number 3 riser for the week, Ja Morant. All right, he's getting a little bit of love here. His base cards are not, but this parallel seems to be doing okay, up 126% for the week. Broke out of the bottom of this range, fake break here. We've seen this before, boom and boom. I wish I could look at all of these cards all day, but how many tens of thousands are there? So I just have to go off the list, and I apologize. That's how it goes. Instant Impact Silver, so sweet looking card. I don't know if there's any news around him going into the playoffs. Maybe there's some hype, whatever it is, or just a cheap card. But there it is. It's in the raw form, but a nice move for Ja Morant. And we'll look at his base cards. We looked at him last Friday, and we'll take a quick check-in here at the end on a little chart update. All right, our number 2 faller for the week is Michael Jordan. You do not sell Michael Jordan. 1996 Flair Showcase in a raw. So, again, kind of a weird range here. It's working, but it's thinly traded, so I wouldn't rely on it too much. But here we are in an area where there has been some buying. So, again, off 71%. And so as much as we don't like these fake moves up, we don't like these quick moves down. Those are usually decent spots to buy, and perhaps here you are again. There's been enough buying in this area in the past that at a minimum it's at least interesting. But again, you can see these prices overall. 125 on the high end, currently sitting at what, $36. It's a minefield out there, folks. All right, our number 2 riser, only up 245%. You couldn't quite get it done for the number 1 spot this week. Kawhi Leonard, 2019 Hoops High Voltage. So I don't know about that color. So whatever, these big moves. Coincidentally, it's a big move that brings you to kind of an area where there's been some selling in the past. So probably not something you chase. But if a number of people start to purchase it in here, then you can feel a little bit better about it. But if only one person's buying in here, show some hesitancy. All right, our number 1 faller for the week, down 90%. Kobe Bryant in the 2008 Topps Chrome. I really like this set, and it's a beautiful card. And there's been a lot of demand for Kobe. We know why this was. And so, typically, a few people bought here, and don't touch, don't get involved. And when you have events like that, there's probably never going to be more demand around it, and that's just not something you want to buy into. So anyways, you had your downtrend, but this big leak here. So this was an auction. I looked at it, and I'm like, this just seems really weird. I mean, this card was at a high print of $2,275, and it's lost $2,200 of that, and that's a big deal from here down to here. So this was an auction by a seller with a couple thousand positive feedback, ended at 3:15 on a Sunday afternoon with a lot of bidders. And so what the heck is going on here? But that brings it to a really low spot, and I would imagine that the next time you see this thing come up, I mean, you probably double it from here. So you probably should get back up to that $150 area or something at least. But that seems like too much too quick, and anything down 90% a week usually is. So if you're able to find that one again at that price in good condition, have at it. I don't usually try and say buy and sell, but it's like that one, I might even look. So, all right, our number 1 riser for the week, Timmy D. Stay out of the road. Not the roses are out of bounds, Timmy. 651%. Just a monster move off the bottom of the range and outside. So again, there's been selling up in this area here, and it doesn't take a genius, which I am not. So I can say this because it doesn't take a genius to say this. So 651% is probably too much all at once. You see some back. Basically, don't chase. But again, it's a $50 card. You went from $6 to $50. Someone just liked it, wanted it, said to heck with it, be done with it, and then that's what it is. It would mean a lot more if someone's willing to pay like $3,000 for something like this. If it went from $600 to $3,000 or whatever, bigger move. But $5 to $50, not unfortunately. There's people in a position that they don't have to think too hard and they'll just do it. So more people think that around $10-15 is the price. So there it is. There's your big riser for the week. And you know what? All right. Hey, thanks for watching. I've got a couple other things here if you want to hang around, but I'll cut you loose on this one here. So what we're seeing overall, in the market is a lot of these base cards and higher priced cards are getting clobbered, basically. So again, you go to your 401k example here, your high price sitting at $930 and your current price $250. So if for 230 or whatever, so again, put it into context of your 401k. If you had a 401k that was worth over $900,000 and a couple months later it's sitting at $230,000, what would you call that? It's not a good thing. What we see in this type of action in the stock market particularly is when you have these downtrends and you get to some sort of bottom. I'm not saying it's a bottom because the trends are still down on a lot of these bigger cards. You're seeing a lot of the smaller cards do well. A lot of those speculative names, a lot of the smaller, what we call the investment world, small caps, shit floats to the top, basically, is what it comes down to. So they tend to do well during the bottoming process. So once you see those smaller cards really start to perk up, then that'll spark the interest. It'll eventually make its way back to some of the bigger cards. So I'm not saying we're there yet. Ja Morant, we've looked at a few times here. Last Friday on the chart report, Chart Blast, we pointed out this area and was sitting here again, said this is kind of your last chance. But if you cannot hold this, it's going to be a quick and nasty move and get messy down in here. And that's what happened. We're about $270, and now we dropped down to, currently in that $250 range. I think it got down to 240, yeah, 240 or something like that. So you're between 240, 270. So it really needs to recapture this, but more importantly, just be patient and wait for this downtrend to break. This is a harsh move right here, but I've looked at them in the past, kind of in this area, said that's interesting, but if you can't hold it, you are coming down to this level. So, right in here. So here you are, no man's land. So you can try and bottom fish, but if you look at this move here from 400 to call it 400 to 300, call it $100 move, right? From there, just around it. You look at another $100 move down here. This could be a sub $200 card before it's all said and done, unless he really does something to spark some interest here. So that's the PSA 10 update. Couldn't hang on. Down he goes. All right, the PSA 9. Kind of in the same spot here. This is kind of your saving grace. It's hanging on to this level of support here. Ja is. And so, should I be spending this much time on him? I don't know. So anyways, he's at this level of support. So again, your risk reward is favorable, but if it leaks below, it's not going to be a pretty move. So it'll be a sharp one. So there's a lot of risk to that one. But if you have the appetite for it, you could see a pop here. You do get these spikes occasionally. You might be able to do something with it. But again, below this, it could be a quick move. Now, in percentage terms, it could be 20-25% really, really quick, or whatever the number is. In dollar terms, you're talking about $10-15. So that's how you kind of manage your risk on this kind of stuff. The percentages don't change a whole lot, the dollar amounts do. So all right, that's what I've got for you today. Appreciate you stopping by, and have a good one. Bye now.